Good morning, students. Welcome to online classes. Today we are going to start up with the new chapter, section B of unit 2, Dinner by Moonlight. It's a very beautiful story and very mysterious and adventurous story written by Ruskin Bond. You must have heard this name Ruskin Bond earlier also, because he is a very famous Indian writer who lives in Dehradun, India, in Uttarakhand, and he writes about children. He writes children's stories, and he is known for promoting children literature in India. So he's a Sahitya Academy Award winner, he is a Padma Shri winner, he is a Padma Bhushan winner. So he is a very renowned author, and this story, the present story, the Dinner by Moonlight, is an edited extract from Rusty and the Magic Mountain. This is a book which he has written, Rusty and the Magic Mountain. And this story, the present story which is given in your book, has been taken from that book. It's a small piece which has been taken out from that big book and given in your book for your reading. So let's start reading. Have you ever been on an adventure that involved something mysterious? Mysterious means strange. Discuss your adventure with the partner. Do you think mountains are mysterious? Why? Yes, mountains are mysterious because they are full of forest, and in the forest, in the forest that there are many deep, dark animals and beasts. They live over there in the dark forest, and whenever you go in that dark forest, especially at the night time, you hear so many strange sounds which creates a spooky feeling in you, which brings out a fearful feeling in you. So they itself, the sound which comes when the wind blows, the shh, shh, that sound comes, that is also that brings fear in the mind. So they are, the forest and the mountains are especially mysterious. Now let's read the story. 3 friends, Rusty, Pitambar and Popat. Now Rusty is who is Rusty? Rusty is Ruskin Bond. This is a story when he was very young. Pitambar and Popat, they were his friends, are trekking on their way to which mountain? Which mountain is the name of the mountain? Which is some female who knows magic. Right? Which is a female who knows magic, like the black magic. A lady who flies on a broom. You must have seen in the cartoons. There is a lady wearing a black gown and a black hat with pointed tail, and he is flying in the sky on a broom. So she is called a witch. A peak means top hill, hilltop, in the Kamau Hills close to Chakrata. Kamau Hills are in Uttarakhand. They are spending the night at the forest rest house, being attended by the caretaker. Caretaker means the guard. And guard is also very strange and mysterious person, because he is a one-eyed man. He is blind in one eye, who introduced himself as Kali Topi or Black Hat. His name is Black Hat. Black Hat lit a wonderful bonfire that night. Now Rusty starts telling the story that Black Hat had lit up a wonderful fire on that night. Fallen oak leaves, pine cones and the branches that had fallen during the heavy winter snow all combined to make a crackling fire. The flames leapt up, casting an orange glow on the faces of the boys. Black Hat's demonic countenance was given an even more devilish tinge by the flickering firelight. Eager to keep the fire going, he almost set fire to his beard. Now, from what things he had started up the fire? From oak leaves, pine cones and the branches, the dry branches which have fallen down in the snowstorm. All that combined to make a very nice crackling fire. And the flames were leaping up. Leaping up means moving up. Casting. Casting means throwing an orange glow on the faces of the boys. Like the boys' faces were glowing in the color of that brightly burning fire. And the black hat's demonic means evil looking appearance was given. Why evil looking? Because of his the way he was wearing his black hat all the time. There was a scratch mark on his face and his one eye was gone. So looking at his face, one would feel strange and one would be fearful of him. So countenance was given even more devilish tinge. Devilish means cruel. Tinge means feeling, and one would feel even more scared of him after looking at him in that burning fire. By flickering firelight, flickering means moving and changing colors. Firelight, the light of the fire. His black hat's countenance appearance was looking even more dangerous and cruel. Eager to keep the fire going, he almost set fire to his beard, and he was so engrossed, so engulfed in keep the fire burning. He went so near to the fire, to that bonfire, that he almost burnt his beard. You can see in this picture that he had a beard and he has a scar on his face and his one eye is gone, and he's wearing a black hat. Because of this black hat, he calls himself Kali Topi or Black Hat. And these are three boys, Rusty, Pitambar and Popat. All three are from Uttarakhand and they have gone to Kumaon region to a hilltop called Witch Mountain for trekking. And at night they stayed at the forest rest house, and the caretaker, this is the caretaker who calls himself Kali Topi, he had burned this beautiful burning bright fire. Right? Now let's read further. Why don't you remove your hat? Asked Rusty. The hat won't like it, said the wearer. Now who is the wearer? Black Hat, Kali Topi. This caretaker is the wearer. He said that this hat won't like it if I remove it. It feels safe on my head, and I feel safe beneath it. Beneath it means under it. That he says that he gives the reason that the hat feels safer when it is on my head, and I also feel safer when I am under it. Rain or snow, outdoors or in the bed. So whatever the conditions are, whether it is raining, it's snowing, whether I'm outside or inside the bed, this I never remove this hat. The hat remains upon my head. I never ever take off this hat. The boys clapped. Clapped means they started clapping after listening to this. That what a strange thing that whenever, like, if we wear something, we wear it for some time. Like we wear it when we go out, and when we come back home, we generally take it off. So, but Black Hat never takes off his hat. They had to admire their hosts. Host means caretaker. Caretaker is their host now. Black Hat. Loyalty to his hat, and they had to admit it seemed to suit him, adding distinction to his scar and one eye. Now they had to admire. Admire means appreciate their host's loyalty to his hat, that how much loyal he is, that how passionate about his hat, that Black Hat is. That he is so dedicated to his hat that he never takes it off. And they had to admit this fact also, that the hat suited him, that it looked good on him. adding distinction means importance to his scar and one eye. That it all the hat also emphasized his scar and one eye. Tell us your name, asked Popat. Kali Topi is my name. I need no further claim to fame. I need no further claim to fame means that I do not need any kind of popularity. I do not need any kind of that people should talk about me. My name is Kali Topi. I will call you Topi. We will call you Topi for short, said Rusty. But tell us how long you have been wearing it. It means the black hat. That hat for 30 years, about half of my life. Now he is almost 60 years. That this caretaker is of 60 years and he has been wearing the hat for 30 years. So half of his life he has been wearing that hat. It has lasted well. It means the hat has lasted well for 30 years. For any cloth, it would last for 6 years, 7 years. But the hat lasted 30 years. That he has been wearing it continuously without removing it for 30 years. So it's a big thing. Made in London. Now Black Hat told him, Kali Topi told him, the caretaker told them that the hat was made in London. It was worn by an Angrezi magistrate when I was a young forest guard. He was killed by a tiger. The tiger ate him but left the hat. So how did he get the hat? Because this hat belonged to the magistrate. Magistrate means a judge. Angrezi means English judge. When I was a young forest guard. Earlier, before becoming a caretaker, the Kali Topi was a young forest guard. And his sahib, his master was killed by a tiger, and the tiger ate his master and left the hat. Were you there when it happened? Now the boys asked that was he there when it happened, when his master was killed? Yes, it happened very quickly. Kali Topi answered them that yes, he was there when it happened and it happened very quickly. The magistrate, his assistant and the 2 forest guards, I was one of them, were on foot on the trail down to Hanol when this tiger came out of the bushes very fast, very silent, and pounced upon the sahib and carried him off. So now he told them how it happened, how his master, his sahib was killed by the tiger. He said that yes, he was there when he was killed. They were going on foot on a trail. Trail means track down the hill on Hanol. Towards Hanol they were going down, and suddenly this tiger came out of the bushes very fast and silently, and he pounced upon the magistrate. Pounced upon means jumped upon the magistrate, and he took him away with him. So that's it. We will read till this point. In the next video, we will read the rest of the story and we will discuss about the question answers. If you have any difficulty, do message me. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you.